So, welcome in track number 1 with Matthias and Lisa from Gebrüder Peters. We will see today a customer case study, and I'm very excited to have you here, Matthias and Lisa. Perhaps you introduce yourself a little bit in the full screen, and then you go to your PowerPoint presentation or what you prepared for today.
Yeah, we will start right off with the PowerPoint because we have an introduction slide on our PowerPoint. So I will start sharing my screen. So the common question, can you see my screen?
Yes, of course.
Yes, okay, great. So just a short introduction to myself. I'm the CDO at Gebrüder Peters since March 2020. And at Gebrüder Peters, we have a digital team, which is like my team, and we also have an IT team, just to make that point a bit clear. And you can also find my LinkedIn address down there. If you have any questions afterwards, you can just you're welcome to contact me on LinkedIn. I have my nice colleague Lisa with me. Do you want to do the introduction yourself, Lisa?
Sure. I'm Lisa. I'm manager digital project since June 2020. I collaborate with Matthias in the most of the topics and project that we have now. And I'm currently leading the development and the administration of the new intranet, as well as the Jira service management platform that we have.
Okay, thank you. So just a short overview, what is Gebrüder Peters? We're an around about 850 people construction company with focus on B2B. We have different locations within Germany. We have one location in Poland and one location in Brussels. We are a family-owned business since 1903. And we had a revenue in 2020 about 110 million. So what we basically do is everything that's got to do with electrical stuff in the building, as well as everything which has to do with water, heating, cooling, or something like that. So this is a short overview with Gebrüder Peters. So our topic today is we want to show what we built so far. And first of all, the question that we had was, how is daily business structured? So what are the bricks in our daily business? And we identified like 4 pieces of that. And one big point is definitely communication. Either you use chat, email, or call, or just have a meeting with your colleagues. Then a lot of stuff is around tasks, something that you or others have to do, as well as information and files. For example, how do I order material? What is where can I find this information, or where can I find the latest sales report, or photo documentation that you have to store somewhere. In order to have a clean documentation about your production process or your construction process. And what you basically have in a lot of topics that I mentioned here is the processes. So for example, I need to order new hardware, and how is that process running within the company? So I would just now switch over to our Teams room, because what we did is we tried to bring all that stuff into Microsoft Teams. So, and I will just show what we did, and always will try to refer on these, what is part of the daily business. So So now you should see Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. So what we did, we built or developed together with the business. So together with the construction site, we built a project room where you can find all this stuff. Because when we started with Gebrüder Peters, I was standing in the lobby, and a lot of people from the construction site keep passing in and went out of the building again. So there was a lot of traffic, and I thought to myself, okay, what are these people doing in the office? Because they went in, stayed there for about 5 minutes, and then went out again. And so we started to interview those people. What are they basically? What are you doing here? And what it ended up to was that the people said, I have to go to another construction site because we have a problem there, but I don't have the documents, I don't have the files, I don't have the plans with me. So they went to the office, picked all that stuff, which was printed in paper, and then went to the next construction site, even if they had to do 20 or 40 or even 50 kilometers on their way to the office and then back to the construction site. So this was the reason we started to build a project room where you can find everything that has got to do with the construction site. So first of all, of course, Microsoft Teams, you have all the communication stuff. And what the construction site or the construction project itself then does is they move all their communication from emails or chatting around with WhatsApp or whatever to that central point to have all the communication that is related to that construction project in that place. So we made some examples here, and people are sending, putting files in and communicating about stuff that's going on the construction site. Then, of course, we put all the files in there with our given file structure so that the people really can find all their stuff in here. Of course, one of the big points big issues for the construction site is that they have all CAD plans on the site, and they don't have to log in via Citrix and then try to connect to the folder. And they can only do that if they have a PC or a laptop. So what we have here is they have access to all their files and all their stuff, no matter where they are and no matter which device they use. Then we have the next topic, which is with what has everything which has got to do with tasks. And we built a planner, and all the buckets here are also standardized. So in every project, you have the same buckets. So if you move to a new project, you find the same buckets here. What we will do in the near future there is to build a project management bucket, which is provisioned then automatically also into that team room, so that you give the project manager a guideline or a small help to be aware of all the tasks he has to do. So am I allowed to do a short commercial, Christian? No, kidding. We use the Teams manager to do all that what I described. So the Teams room is provisioned via the Teams manager. We did that manually some time ago, but we switched to the Teams manager, and due to the fact that every project room looks the same, is quite comfortable for us to use the team manager. So you only have to hit one button, and the whole project room is provisioned by the tool. So what we had so far is we have the communication, we have the tasks, we have the files, and to make that package complete, we also have our note in here, which the construction site uses to prepare and to track the meetings with the customers, or with the planner, or to prepare and maintain the meetings. So what they basically do, they take that tablet, they go onto the construction site, and they say, we have a problem here. Then they take a photo and just mark on the photo what's related, and then they can bring that into their meeting, which is really, really helpful. We have a lot of colleagues that had a lot of papers and big bags carrying around, and nowadays they only have that tablet, and that's it. So is a good progress, and definitely a good use case for our people on the project and on the construction sites. So to sum that up, what we have here is like communication. You have the notes, you have the files, and you also have like the tasks related to the construction site or related to the project. And then we came up, okay, how does the project manager keeps on track of all the stuff that's going on and all the tasks that are checked, and try to avoid email stuff. So, and that's why we built this second channel, which is called like Task Tracker. So every time someone hits the done button on a task, a notification gets pushed into this channel. So if you want to keep track of which tasks have been solved, then you can have a look here. If this part would be sent in the general channel, that would be a problem, because it just gets lost by all the information and communication that gets on there. And last but not least, we have like an external communication channel, which we call Schriftverkehr in German. And what's happening here, if you have contact to a person or a customer or someone who is not in that project, people of course use email. And what we do here is just to the people copy, take the channel into copy. And so you can see here what is going on with external emails, always following that vision of to keep Microsoft Teams as the central hub at this place. So where we stuck now, what we still do miss here is like kind of information platform, not only information that is related to the project, but also information that is related to the company, to the business. And what we did here, to say what Lisa did here is to ramp up the intranet that we have. In former times, the intranet was definitely an intranet. So if you have not been in the network, then no chance for you to get information out of the intranet. So again, this idea of have everything in one place and have everything available from everywhere with every device is that we put the intranet, thanks to Microsoft Viva, in here. And this app is pinned for everyone there, as well on smartphone as on the desktop version as well. So this is the intranet, and what we've done so far in the intranet is we have all our standardized documents, which we can find here. We used the PMP search web part to build that. So you have a full search here, and you can then filter. You can refine your search by using that filters if you need to refine it. Because as you can see, we have about 760 documents in here. So in the former times, you needed definitely to know what's the name of the file and now you can just search, and it keeps searching within the document as well, which gives you a lot of results, but then you can refine your search down here. And the next thing we did is we put all the news in here, and then again, the idea, keeping everything in one place and using Teams as a hub, we built up a flow that pushes into company-wide Teams rooms and keeps everyone on track. So if you have a smartphone and you're not notified because there's something new, now you will get it. Yeah, you get that push notification with the activity up here, and then you can see. Just let me check if there has been someone. Yeah, there you go. Intranet mentioned the general channel, and it says, we have some information for you, and then you can hit okay, I want to read it, and then it will just jump right into the news article in the intranet. Could you see the intranet right now, or am I just sharing Teams?
Just sharing Teams, yeah.
Okay, so what it did, but only visible for me at the moment, is that the browser popped up and I could read this intranet article. So what we're working on is to get more information into this part up here where you have the different departments. At the moment, it's a bit thin. So if you search for some specific information, you will not easily be able to find that right now, but we're working on that. So to filter out what are the basic questions that people have, the most common questions, and we'll try to put that information here and combine it with a good working search that if you enter, for example, I want to do a parental leave, what do I have to do, that you get promoted this article and you get passed to the HR department website, for example, where it's explained what are the circumstances to go for a parental leave. What's now still missing is if I now want to go for a process, and if I now want to kick off a process, or something has changed, or I want to do I have some issues. There we used Atlassian Jira Service Management and built like we call it Peter Service Portal, but is an enterprise service portal. And we also put that one here. So again, that vision of keeping everything centralized in Microsoft Teams. If I go here, then I have all my departments as well. We have digital, we have purchasing, we have finance, we have HR. And if I say, okay, I need something within the HR team, then I have different categories here. And then I can go for, I don't know, my personal data has changed because I have a new bank account, or I moved, or I married, or whatever. And you can jump right into those processes from here. So if I hit that, and it will open the internet. So I will not do that because you are not able to see that at the moment. Last but not least, we have some more topics developed with different software companies. For example, we always have that problem, or people on the construction site have big problems with shooting photos and putting those photos into the right folder without having anyone to download and upload it. Because if you just send a picture to a Microsoft Teams chat, then you would have to download that. For example, this one here is not stored in the right folder, so I would have to open that, download it, and then go into the folders and put it into the folder where it has to be. And what we did with the company called Itchy Craft, maybe you're familiar with that. We will come to that point afterwards. So what we can do now is we have a button that is called Photo Filer. And if you hit that, is working on mobile as well. If you would have been on mobile, then it would show your camera symbol as well. So if I go now for browse, then I can just pick any kind of photo, like that one here. And it starts up, loading it. And what I also can do is just to rename all the photos that I want to upload. So if I go for project 1, it will then give all the photos that I upload this title, pass by number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stuff like that. So, and now the big thing for a construction site is now it started loading the file structure from our files tab. And now I can go and say, okay, this is one that's got to do with the construction site. There is no photo folder here. And then I can go, okay, I want to add a folder. And then I go for photos and hit done. And then it will just create that folder within that structure. Now I can say, okay, I want to go for photos. I go for done. And what it now does, it keeps uploading this picture. And what it also does, it will automatically send a message to the Teams channel with a thumbnail of the photo I put in, as well as the link to this specific folder, which is definitely a big help for all people that are working on a construction site and they need to do photo documentation. What are we working on as well at the moment is that we build an onboarding site for our colleagues, which just hit or which join Gebrüder Peters. Give me a second. Okay, I need to share this one here. And this is what's basically what we're working on at the moment. Again, this topic, information, all that has been everything that is related to information, put it in the intranet, and then maybe jump from there to somewhere else. So we have the agenda of our welcome day at the moment. If you want to know more about the family Peters, then you can go here and learn more about the people that are owning the business. Then you can find some information about the different departments that we have and who we are, what's our daily business, and people that you can talk to if you need help with something like that. So this is what we're working on. So I'm not able to click on something because there's not, the content is not done at the moment. But this is something we are working on at the moment. So the last thing that we're working on at the moment, I will share that one as well. So now I lost my screen. Let's jump back to the PowerPoint presentation. So what we will do there is like a personal dashboard where you can add widgets. So now you can see, okay, which projects are we working on, recent messages that I got from Teams or somewhere else. You have like a telephone book right here where you can search for people. Then you have your calendar up here with upcoming meetings. You have your to-do here. You have like an app launcher that is up here. So if you want to maybe jump to any other software, then you have like important updates. You have your documents, and you have your charts. For example, sales reports. So this is the personal dashboard, and what also will be coming is to have like a project dashboard. So you can configure that for the whole project team, and then you can go maybe for project relocation headquarters, and then you have all the like a similar view, but this one is related to the project. So this is basically what are we doing and what our vision came so far with keeping or with trying to put Microsoft Teams as a central hub. We're now looking forward to your questions.
So one question from my side, the dashboard, is it a tool or is it free available on GitHub? Do you know that, Lisa?
Yes, it's another project of Itchycraft. It's our solution partner now for software. So it's a product, yeah.
Oh, cool. So I have a look on that as well. I saw, I see that before, but I didn't know that someone used it in Europe. So, okay, perfect. I'm very happy that someone asked that question. Perhaps, Matthias, you can answer that question for me.
I'm not sure if I understand the question right. No, just kidding. Yeah, we use Teams Manager to provision those teams. We call it Teams rooms. So these project rooms, and we are very happy with that, because what also will be next, that we will provision some meeting templates, for example, project kickoff within OneNote. So you can do like everything you want to do and have in your Teams room, and then you just hit okay. I want to go for provision, and then the Teams room is provisioned as you built it. Because what we do right now, or what we did, is it took our project girls for to 20 minutes to build that project room that we saw.
Yeah, so thank you very much. The tool is provided by my company, Solutions to Share. And I don't know if Florian will have a demo on the lunchtime, because we have a new product. It's File Manager. It's called File Manager. And I think he will show File Manager today. But perhaps if he's fast, he can give us a short introduction about the Teams Manager in the lunchtime. And if you're interested in that tool, of course, give me a call or send me a text message. In the tool, you can send text messages as well, and we make a demo for you. So for Matthias, thank you very much. You said you have a hard cut.
Cut. I'm already overdue.
Oh my God!
Thank you for your time. If you have any further questions that will not be answered, or if you want to dig a little bit deeper into what we did, if you maybe want to know what was the flow, how did you build it that it pushes to Teams, blah blah blah, because that's a bit tricky. So if you have any further questions, just go via LinkedIn, send us a message, send us a network request, however you want. So I do have to leave, but you have the most competent one here, which is Lisa. So thanks for your time. Hope to see you on LinkedIn. Thank you, Christian.
Bye-bye, and thanks for everything.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So there is another question from Magnus. He wants to know what is the uploader tool, and perhaps, is it your own tool? I think you built it by yourself, correct?
No, we didn't build it. It's also a product from Itchycraft. It's now developing, so it's not completely ready. We are testing, because in our company we don't have Apple, for example, so and we don't have iPhone and so on. And Itchycraft does actually work with a lot of tools of Apple. So we are now testing and seeing that we have some problems with Android. So for us, is the main purpose, and that is that it works on mobile and not on desktop. So on desktop it's perfect. On mobile it needs some something that's that we have to repair, or better, Hitchcraft have to repair. So we are very happy that we have this kind of solution, and we hope that it will come soon, also in the product of Hitchcraft. So officially for everyone, yeah.
Perfect. And John asks for the dashboard app, and I understood that it's from Hitchcraft. And
Yes.
Rainer Smith, he is, the link is now in the Q&A. I don't know how I get it to the chat, but use Google. And Rainer, add me on LinkedIn. We have to talk, because I like it a lot. Perhaps you can present it on the next German-speaking summit as a sponsor, or perhaps we can talk, because I also have a consulting company in Germany. I think there will be some projects where we can work together. Okay, so what we have here, so no more questions. I check the chat, no more chats. Someone wants to come on stage, perhaps. That would be very nice.
Okay, we will wait.
And okay, perfect. Good. So if we are ready right now, that's no problem. If there are no questions anymore, we can go to the table. You know, if in the summit, it's like we end the session and then we meet on a table. For this session, because we have the Teams manager in it, I think we can choose the table solutions to share. And every attendee who wants to join, just go to the launch and click on the virtual table, and then you can talk to us and ask some questions directly, and not on that big audience. It's like more familiar. Okay, so there are no questions, and I think will end the session. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you very much to get this deep insight to your company, and send some emojis. Was a very, very great session. And I know we have it in German on the M365 Summit again, because we love customer cases in our summits. And for the next International Team Summit, hopefully we will have some more case studies. Thank you for preparing. I know for German people it's so hard speaking English, or only for me, I don't know. And see us on the tables to share.
Yeah, so thank you too for the possibility and for the time. So see you in the table.
See you.
Bye.